faster than expected.
Alright, welcome back to the video. This was supposed to be a chill in-between episode between some training and prep because there was no competitions in between. Because I thought there would be none. The long-term goal is still the same. Win the Sim Racing Championships by the end of the series and take whatever competition that pops up. I generally thought nothing would pop up in between, but I already have way too much going on.
Oh. Dog. There were so many people that the metro turned off. I mean, it never has happened for me, but like that's the first time I was low-key kind of. That's scary. This is the setup. I set up my wheel here. I'm going to use the Logitech pedals. They got 5060 that's what we say. It's going to happen in another hour. So
right, enough yapping. The format Let's explain how the race works. Where 50 participants do 3 laps in Bahrain, out of which only 4 will qualify with the best time. Out of the 4 players, they'll compete at 3 tracks: Monaco, Spain and Australia, out of which the best times from the 5 laps will be taken, and the top 2 will fight it out again on the same tracks for first and second. I didn't record much on the first day since I felt a little awkward recording, and there were way too many people to record properly. Thus you will not see my gameplay unfortunately, but here's some gameplay from other people who ranked first and second. I mostly recorded them because they were controller players who were really good. Some of them owned wheels while others didn't, but used controllers during the competition as they were more consistent with money on the line. Which I fully understand myself, cause I fumbled a little bit. So to prepare for this competition, I got F125. $24?! So to prepare for this competition, I downloaded an F1 car mod for Assetto Corsa and zoomed around the track while we waited for our results. So here's some cool video while we wait. I don't like the F1 games at all, but we go where the money goes.
okay, so we got called, we went to semis, but we're gonna leave and it starts in an hour, it takes an hour to go there. So we're kind of in that sense. Let's see what happens. But yeah.
Before leaving on day 1, we were second. By the time we got the call, we ranked 4th overall as the best 2-time players couldn't play on day 2. And before we knew it, we got cooked. I wonder what that looked like. Thankfully, the controller players and the wheel players got paired up together, so it was a fair competition. I was 2 seconds off his lap. Knowing that the top 3 players played quite a lot of F1 before, and I only had 3 to 5 hours in an F1 car in Assetto Corsa, I count that as a win, not gonna lie. Who cares, man? We just wanna know who won. Out of the top 2, controller player 1 and wheel guy ranked first and second respectively. Now onto the final race of the competition. So, we started the final race of the competition. This is off the books, but it was a mutual race to determine the third victor in the competition. I turned off all the assists, the way I practiced in Assetto Corsa. Now that I realize it, I probably had traction control on, but well, it's too late. We were able to keep up with the competition so far, and it was my 3rd time in F125. 3rd time's a charm, right? As I turned into the first corner, I went off track. Well, it's probably fine the next time, right?
And then I spun out right after.
We'll act like it never happened.
And it happened again.
4th time! As we come in to finish our first lap, the time 129.627. Yo, that's exactly like the F1 movie. Maybe we'll actually win.
Said with the lightest level of sarcasm.
We finished the second lap. The time? 127.101. And before we know it, we finished the third lap. 123. The time to beat? 121.951. This is the full recording of the fourth and final lap that took place in this competition. A month of waiting, counting for this.
This all started because I wanted to show that I was better at driving than you are. Who's a car guy? Not a car guy though. You're supposed to be, in the script you are a car guy. What the fuck kind of documentary is this? Just to show that you're a better driver than me. What the fuck?
We found ourselves staring at the leaderboards at the go-kart track, dreaming that my name would be on it. The thrill from the first race would start an addiction which would linger far longer than I knew it would. But yet, I did not win. The new time to beat? 119.243. The time we got?
Always 2 seconds behind.
121.956.
Thank you for even talking.
Why am I doing this? Honestly, I don't fully know yet. I just wanted to spend time on something that felt like a dream. Maybe it would come into fruition, maybe it wouldn't. But at least, I wanted to capture it.